So there could be light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope that the winter session of Parliament will not be a washout and the remaining session will function smoothly. The government and the opposition may have reached a crucial, if not breakthrough, but forward movement on ending hostilities in Parliament. This icebreaker came in the form of Chai Pe Charcha. This was hosted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at his residence and attended by former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and Congress President Sonia Gandhi. This meeting lasted 45 minutes. The Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley and the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Venkaiah Naidu were a part of this meeting. Now they said that after this meeting, Arun Jaitley said the Congress put forward its 3 suggestions. It clarified its position. Now the government has stated its position. The Congress will discuss this. It is hoped that the government and the opposition will meet again and move forward. Arun Jaitley said the Congress party was briefed on the government's stand. There will be another round of talks between the Congress and now the BJP on how to move forward on this. Let's listen in to the Union Finance Minister. I'll get you more on the story.
The Honourable Prime Minister today had invited the former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh ji and the Congress President Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji for a discussion on issues pending before Parliament. Particularly, a large amount of legislative business has accumulated over the last 2 sessions, and that was a principal subject matter of discussion. The Parliamentary Affairs Minister Shri Venkaiah Naidu will be in touch with the leaders of the Congress party in both houses of Parliament to discuss each one of those specific legislations so that work can proceed next week. With regard to the goods and services tax and the constitution amendment which is pending before the Rajya Sabha, the subject was discussed. The Congress party leaders put forward their position with regard to the 3 issues which they felt are of concern to them. The history and the background of the legislation and the government's response to those 3 issues in detail was explained to them. The Congress party leaders would be discussing within their own party, and there would be, after some time, a fresh contact between the government and them to discuss this subject further after they've discussed within the parties, and we've also considered the positions that they have stated to us.
So what's the road ahead? Now, top sources are telling India Today that there is some forward movement on the goods and services tax. When this conversation took place between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. But differences also remain. 18% cap. Arun Jaitley, Venkaiah Naidu will work with Anand Sharma and Jyotiraditya Scindia to overcome this thing. The Congress party wants an 18% cap to be written into the law. The government says this is not practical. You may want to increase it in the future. You can't write it into the law. Now, once a mutually acceptable formulation is arrived at, there will be another formal meeting between the government and the top Congress leadership. I want to quickly bring in Executive Editor Javed Ansari for more on this. Javed, this is an icebreaker, not a breakthrough just as yet.
Yes, certainly, because this is a very contentious issue. There cannot be any quick fixes, and therefore both sides have stated their positions. Now it's the ice has been broken. There's been an initiative from the Prime Minister. He's spoken directly to Sonia Gandhi, as also Dr. Manmohan Singh. The government has explained this position. Now it's for Mr. Arun Jaitley, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, Anand Sharma, Jyotiraditya Scindia, maybe Ghulam Nabi Azad. All these people to sit together. They will try and narrow down their differences, try and come up with a formulation which is acceptable to the Congress party, as also takes care of the government. And then if both sides agree, there will be a formal meeting, and then they will go. Because there is no hurry actually. The only concern is that this bill should be passed during this current session.
Yes.
The Prime Minister will be away for the weekend. This bill is not slated for discussion next week. So they have a week, 10 days to narrow down their differences, to come to an agreement, to agree on a formulation which takes care of concerns of both sides, and then perhaps they can go forward and bring forward this bill.
Javed, stay with me for a moment. Let's now talk about the bone of contention, the logjam in Parliament. What is it that the Congress party is demanding? On GST, the Congress wants the rate to be capped at 18%. The government says it will be difficult to do so, especially if you want to alter the rates in future. Would you once again then need a constitutional amendment? So it's not practical. That's what the BJP or the government says. Then again, the Congress party says no taxation on interstate sales. The government says tax to reimburse high producing states. They will look at it and they will compensate. Now, the Congress party is also demanding that tax disputes, how will they be sorted out? There has to be a grievance redressal mechanism. The government stance is still awaited on this. Javed Ansari once again with me. Javed, as far as the government is concerned, it's been saying writing 18% cap into the law would mean that if you may want to increase it sometimes in the future, you would once again have to go through this entire process. So let's not write it into the constitution. That may not be practical. So what's the way forward?
Well, that is precisely what Mr. Arun Jaitley, Mr. Anand Sharma, Jyotiraditya and other leaders will be working at. They will try and come up with a formula or a formulation which takes care of the concerns raised by the Congress party, as also maintains the position of the government, because the government has a valid point when it says that suppose to meet an exigency like the one that currently exists in Tamil Nadu, you want to raise it from 18 to 19%. Taking the recourse to a constitutional amendment is a very very tedious process,
yes,
and that may not be practical. So perhaps they will look at finding a way out. Don't put it past politicians. When they want to work out something, they find a way of doing it. They'll word the formulation in a manner which satisfies both ends.
Okay, Javed, stay on with me. There is so much that is being talked about the goods and services tax, that it will take away multiple taxation. It will be excellent where the state puts those taxes, the center puts those taxes. Who gets to benefit for most? How will the economy benefit? There are so many issues that everyone is talking about. But our lawmakers who have to bring in the GST, how much do they actually know about the goods and services tax? Let's find out.
So this is goods and service tax. It is kind of it's something like VAT, but the only thing is that a kind of it will be a kind of tax.
आर्थिक उदारीकरण की बात करते हैं या देश को एक गुड सर्विसेज को लेकर के जी बात करते हैं, तो ये इसकी संख्या कितने लोग है? ठीक है, ये आनी चाहिए, लेकिन जिन पक्षों की बात, जो लोग जिन पक्षों की बात कर रहे हैं, सब हमाम में सब नंगे हैं, सब लोग यहाँ हमाम में हम लोग नंगे हैं। मतलब एक नेढ़िया हुआ किया तो सबको हुआ हुआ करते रहना है।
जो हमारा जो है जीएसटी का हमारा जो जीएसटी का बिल का है, उस बिल के आधार पर हम यही चाहते हैं कि कैसे जो है उपभोक्ता तक चीज़ों को ले जाएं।
इसमें कई जगह टैक्स जो देना पड़ता है, तो एक तरह से कहिए कि एक ही जगह वो टैक्स दिया जाएगा। सिंगल विंडो सिस्टम लोग यूज करते हैं ना, तो उस तरह से।
देखिए, ये गुड्स एंड जो सर्विस टैक्स जो हम ला रहे हैं, नया एक बिल, ये जो टैक्सों का जो ढांचा है इस देश में, जो मल्टीपल टैक्स है, उसको हम कम कर रहे हैं और जो सिंप्लीफाई कर रहे हैं इसको टैक्स प्रोसीजर को, और इसके से जो बड़ा लाभ होने वाला है वो स्टेट्स को ही होने वाला है।